Think positive.
Welcome, or welcome back to the Gulam Bros podcast, GA for short. I'm your host, Prince. This is a space for inner work, self-improvement, self-discovery, mindset, accountability, integrity, reflection, and personal development. This podcast is built for growth, for honesty, and for becoming a better version of yourself, one day at a time. New episodes drop every Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Today's episode is called You Listen, and I'll tell a story. Life is a story. At the end, the book gets closed. Another page. Getting closer to the end of another chapter. We're all the main character in each of our own lives. Every day, another page gets written. Some pages begin with a decision. Others begin with indecision. Some are filled with chances we decided to take. Others with the chances we watched pass by. Some pages are remembered. Others are forgotten until something happens and suddenly you remember exactly where it all began. Funny how that works. One decision leads to another. One conversation leads to another. One opportunity introduces another. Sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes the page reads differently because of what never happened. The words you never said, the call you never made, the chance you never took, the apology you never gave. Yet, somehow, they all find a place in the story, whether they're written in ink or written in silence. And before long, the pages begin connecting themselves, one after another, without ever asking if you're ready for what's written next. There was a character who spent every chapter running. Every time something became uncomfortable, they left. New place, new people, new routine, new beginning. It looked different every time, but somehow the ending kept feeling the same. It wasn't the city, the job, or the people around them. It was the one thing they took with them every single time they left. Themselves. Every unfinished conversation, avoided responsibility, every truth they refused to face. None of it disappeared. It waited patiently until the next chapter opened, and there it was again. Different setting, same conflict, different faces, same weight. It never asked permission to return. It simply did. Conflict stayed. It always did. No matter how many times they tried to walk around it, it was still there, waiting, not with anger, not with revenge, just waiting. Eventually, running became exhausting. Pretending became exhausting. Avoiding it became exhausting. Then, one day, they stopped. Not because everything suddenly became easier, because they finally understood. Nothing was going to change until they did. So they faced it, the conversation, the responsibility, the truth, whatever it was. They faced it. And from that moment, the story didn't end. It simply started moving in a different direction. One decision changed the plot. Then it hit me. Maybe the greatest gift we've been given isn't that we're part of the story. It's that we're still able to change it. The last chapter doesn't have to decide the next one. Neither does your greatest mistake or your biggest regret. The plot can change, not because yesterday disappeared, but because today still exists. Every action leads somewhere. Every decision leaves something behind. Sometimes we notice it. Sometimes we don't. Like a stone skipping across water. The first splash catches your attention. The ripples don't. Yet they travel much farther than the place they began. Our lives aren't much different. One conversation can restore trust. One lie can break it. One act of courage can inspire someone else to move. One moment of selfishness can leave someone else carrying the weight. You never really know how far your actions travel. But I digress. What a wonderful opportunity it is to have the chance to listen, to stop for a moment, to think, to recognize the page that's in front of you, and more importantly, the privilege to have a chance to alter the plot of the story. That's something not a lot of people get. If you do, act on it. I hope you found something worth taking with you today. Maybe a new perspective, maybe a moment to pause and reflect. Thank you for being here and sharing this space with me. Your presence matters. If this resonated with you, share it with someone you care about, because growth spreads through connection. I'll see you next time. Take care of yourself. Stay grounded. And, as always, be safe.